What's up, good people, and welcome to another Morning Money Motivation. In this episode, we are going to talk about the things that make a difference. So the topic of today is this makes all the difference. And we really want to talk about the things that move the needle in our lives. I've experienced these things and can vouch for them, and I've seen them in other people. So these are things you really want to pay attention to if you want to move the needle in your life in a positive direction. And, they make all the difference. They make all the difference. And that's for, financial, if you're talking about, financial freedom or, increasing your health, your wealth, in all those things. If you really want to approach those things from a standpoint of being able to actually move into a space where you're making progress with those things, here are the things that I think can make all the difference. So number one is how you start your day. What are you starting your day with? What happens? What is your routine? Take a look at the things that are happening at the start of your day. Are you waking up early? Are you waking up late? Are you mentally fatigued? Are you tired when you wake up? What are you moving in the spirit of during the day when you first start off in the morning? That's a very vital thing. If you can really take a look at that first hour of your day and really monitor how it starts, you can begin to make changes for the better, because you can begin to implement things inside of that routine that will cause you to be on a positive path throughout the remainder of your day. Even if things come inside of your day, because there's always things that are going to come into play that, are off script. And they may be things of turmoil, things that cause, adverse situations. But if you start off on the right foot, 9 times out of 10, the course of your day, the overall tone and course of your day will be in a pleasant place, and you'll be able to navigate those other things. So that's the first thing. The next thing is how you move. Movement is such a very, very important and vital thing in our lives. And just simple movements and how you move throughout your day can really determine and impact your mental capacity and the decisions that you make, whether that be financial decisions about money, decisions about the well-being of others around you and your well-being. All those decisions that you have to make during the day really are impacted by the way you move, the way you, present yourself and move through the spaces that you have to move throughout. And that could be as simple as, introducing light exercise movements throughout your day, or, starting out with, an exercise routine, or, putting that somewhere in your day where you can get physical activity in the right environment to get your brain and mind working together. So movement, that's something that really does move the needle, and you don't have to go crazy with it. You don't have to have this, crazy exercise routine. This is just simple movement, making sure that you are incorporating simple movement throughout your day so that you can, have that as a part, or have that as a tool in your toolbox in terms of, creating that positive growth and enlightenment in your life. Now, the next thing is a very important thing, because I think a lot of times people don't pay attention to this, and that is what you are consuming. And I'm not just talking about food here. We're talking about consumption from all of your gates. What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you putting into your mouth, into your body? Those things are so important. A lot of times, we get so caught up in, all of these different media formats that we have to pay attention to know what's going on in the world. And if you are ingesting those things on a routine basis, they really shape your thought process and really shape how your days are carried out, because you are always using that as kind of an anchor to how you're feeling every day. So really pay attention to, what you are consuming. Don't sit for long periods of time and just consume things that are negative, because it will affect you. And a lot of times people, think, oh no, that's just entertainment. Even in the entertainment realm, a lot of entertainment is really distracting for the things that you really want to accomplish, and they really act and serve as distractions. Sometimes, we need that escape, that mental escape from whatever is going on, and we kind of lean on entertainment. But Be sure that you aren't just consuming, negative or entertainment that puts you in a negative place or in a heightened state, because it can be very detrimental to the overall projection of what you're trying to achieve. Prime example is if you are, listening to a specific kind of music that always puts you in, a sullen place, and you are, in a place where you want to achieve something that is really upbeat, and you want to achieve something that requires you to be in a happy place. But if you are constantly listening to music that puts you kind of in that downward spiral, even though it may be giving you that, that hit of dopamine, or having that symbiotic, emotional relationship that you want to have at that time, it's going to prevent you from achieving that other thing you want to achieve in a lot of ways, because you're not able to shift into that place and achieve that thing easily. So just, take note of that. A lot of times just those simple shifts in the things that you're consuming can allow you to gain other skills and move into other spaces and learn new things, or learn the thing that you've been wanting to learn, or whatever it is hindering you from achieving the thing that you want to achieve. Because a lot of times it does. There are hindrances when we're going through a process of learning something, and a lot of times those hindrances have nothing to do with our ability to learn something or our aptitude, but has everything to do with what we are consuming at that particular time. One other very important thing that you can pay attention to is what you are spending the most time doing throughout the day. And this is something that can really start to move the needle in the direction that you want it to go in. If you are, conscious of, hey, I'm spending this much time doing things that really aren't benefiting me, or am I spending most of my time, doing the things that I set out to do that are really going to have an impact on where I want to be in my life? That's a huge thing that oftentimes we overlook, because, we get into the routines of our day, and we get into whatever makes us feel good at the moment, and we start to, go at those things or give those things time and attention, and we don't understand how much time is consumed by the things that really don't benefit us in our lives. So if we can take that time, if we can step back and pay attention to that time we are giving things, and always give the things that really move the needle in your life more time and more attention, then you are in turn going to be able to move into the things that you want to do and the things that you want to grow at a lot faster. This last thing I want to talk about is how you end your day. The way you end the day can really have a huge impact on the first thing we talked about, which is the way your day starts. So what are the things that are taking up the most time in that last hour? And really pay attention to those things, because if there are things that are really putting you in a heightened state, it can carry over into the night and make morning not as productive as it could be. I know there are always extenuating circumstances. Some people are dealing with, sleep issues such as sleep deprivation and, insomnia and all of that. So it's not always as cut and dry as, hey, get a good night's sleep. But if you can, pay attention to what things are happening right before you go to bed, and be conscious of allowing yourself to be in the proper state of rest. Once you get into that space, that is proven to go a long way to, helping you have a great day and be successful at the things you need to be successful at. As always, I hope this is extremely helpful for someone, and we'll talk to you in the next one.